$1 million for charity. On the line, and ABC just dropped the most stacked Celebrity Jeopardy cast in the history of this show. 3 former champions, all of whom won their seasons, coming back to defend their titles. Ray Romano, Cynthia Nixon, Macaulay Culkin, Andy Richter, Patton Oswalt, the 2 stars of Nobody Wants This, and Mina Kimes, who is going to walk into that studio and quietly destroy everyone while smiling the whole time. Celebrity Jeopardy All Stars premieres March 13th on ABC, 10 episodes, 6 quarterfinals, 3 semifinals, 1 winner-takes-all finale, and I have ranked every single person in this cast from most likely to flame out in round 1, all the way up to who I think walks away as the last Celebrity Jeopardy champion standing. Let's get into it. So, here is what we are covering. First, the full tournament structure explained, because this format is different from anything Celebrity Jeopardy has done before, and it completely changes how you should be thinking about this cast. Second, every celebrity ranked tier by tier from bottom to top with my full reasoning. Third, the 3 people I think are going to surprise everyone. And fourth, my winner prediction, 1 name, full reasoning, no hedging. New here, welcome. Subscribe and hit the bell. Weekly episode breakdowns are coming every Friday starting March 13th. Let's go. All right, before we rank anyone, the format. Because the format of All Stars is genuinely fascinating, and it creates advantages and disadvantages that are going to determine everything. 3 reigning champions, Ike Barinholtz, Lisa Ann Walter, and Kamau Bell, will be seeded directly into the semifinals. They skip the quarterfinals entirely. That means they do not play for 2 months. They sit and watch. They study. They see exactly who is coming for them, and then they walk onto that stage with fresh legs while everyone else has already burned energy winning their way through. The structure features 6 quarterfinals, 3 semifinals, and 1 finale. The winner receives a $1 million grand prize for their chosen charity. Contestants eliminated in the quarterfinals earn $30,000 for their charities, while those eliminated in the semifinals earn $50,000. So nobody leaves empty-handed, but only 1 person gets $1 million and the title. Here is why the semifinal seeding matters more than people realize. The 3 champions have never played against this specific field. They do not know how the new contestants play under pressure. They do not know who buzzes fast, who freezes on Final Jeopardy, who is dangerous in specific categories. The quarterfinalists spend 6 weeks figuring all of that out in competition conditions. And then they walk into a semifinal against a champion who has been watching film but has not taken a single real shot since their original season. That cuts both ways. The champions have time to prepare, but preparation is not the same as being battle-tested, and Celebrity Jeopardy All Stars is going to find out which one matters more. Now, the rankings, bottom to top, starting at the bottom. And I want to be kind here because everyone in this cast is playing for charity, and everyone deserves flowers for showing up. But this is a competition, and some people are going to lose in round 1. Steven Weber, actor from Wings, and a long list of television credits. Steven Weber previously appeared in the inaugural Celebrity Jeopardy event in the Trebek era, which means he has been doing this for a very long time. And honestly, the Jeopardy community's general read on celebrity players with long game show histories is that the experience does not always translate to performance under tournament pressure. Weber is a long shot. I put him in the quarterfinal exit tier. Tohn and Tim Simons. The Nobody Wants This duo, Nobody Wants This stars. Tohn and Tim Simons will participate in the game show. These 2 are here because their show is the hottest romantic comedy on Netflix, and ABC wants that audience crossover. Nothing wrong with that. But wanting to win and being prepared to win Celebrity Jeopardy at the All-Stars level are very different things. Tohn has a music background. Tim Simons is best known for playing Jonah Ryan on Veep. Neither of them has a publicly known trivia reputation. Quarterfinal exits, but they are going to be great television while they are there. Sean Gunn, Gilmore Girls. Guardians of the Galaxy. He is a beloved actor with a warm public image. Sean Gunn competes among the 18 celebrities in the All-Stars field. Gunn is a dark horse in the sense that nobody is going to see him as a threat walking into that studio. Whether that translates to an actual advantage on the buzzer is the question. I put him in the quarterfinal tier with an outside shot at a semifinal appearance if his categories align. Margaret Cho, stand-up legend, cultural icon, one of the sharpest comedic minds of her generation. But Celebrity Jeopardy performance does not always correlate to intelligence or cultural knowledge. It correlates specifically to trivia recall speed and buzzer timing. The buzzer is everything on Jeopardy, and buzzers are cruel regardless of IQ. Quarterfinal tier for Margaret with a lot of respect attached to that placement. Now the middle tier, people who I think are dangerous but have a specific weakness that might catch them. Rachel Dratch, Saturday Night Live veteran, wickedly quick mind. The SNL background tells you she can think on her feet and perform under pressure. Two skills that translate directly to the Jeopardy stage. Her weakness is the buzzer timing issue that trips up almost every celebrity with a performance background. They are used to controlling the pace of their own material. Jeopardy's buzzer does not care about your pace. It cares about milliseconds. If Dratch figures out the buzzer, she goes further than people expect. Roy Wood Jr., Daily Show correspondent. Comedian, one of the most genuinely funny humans working in television right now. Roy Wood Jr. is also a person who has demonstrated in multiple interview contexts that he is exceptionally well-read and sharp across a range of topics. He is the kind of person who knows random historical facts and delivers them like punchlines. That is a Jeopardy superpower. I have him as a semifinal contender. Robin Thede, creator and star of a Black Lady sketch show. Another person with a sharp, wide-ranging comedic intelligence. Thede is an HBO showrunner. She has had to know things about everything in order to write the kind of show she writes. That breadth of knowledge is exactly what Jeopardy rewards. Semifinal tier, Mark Duplass, actor and filmmaker, one half of the Duplass brothers producing team. Mark Duplass has a very specific public persona as the thoughtful, well-read indie film guy, which is either exactly the Jeopardy demographic or a complete non-factor depending on the categories. I put him in the quarterfinal to semifinal range depending entirely on the draw. Upper tier, the people I am genuinely watching as potential finalists. Mira Sorvino, Oscar winner, Yale graduate. Mira Sorvino competes among the 18 celebrities in the All Stars field. Yale, Oscar winner. Those are two separate data points that both point in the same direction. Sorvino is academically credentialed and has been publicly outspoken and articulate on complex issues throughout her career. She is not here to be a storyline. She is here to compete. And I think she goes to the semifinals. Patton Oswalt, stand-up comedian, actor, writer, and this is the key detail, one of the most publicly documented nerds in Hollywood. Patton Oswalt is the kind of person who writes long essays about specific Marvel Comics storylines, who has passionate opinions about obscure horror films from 1974, who knows things deeply and broadly across pop culture, history, literature, and science. That is the Jeopardy brain in its purest form. I have him as a serious finalist contender and my dark horse pick to win the whole thing. Mina Kimes, NFL analyst for ESPN, podcaster Katie Nolan, and NFL analyst Mina Kimes are both in the All-Stars field. Here's the thing about sports analysts on Jeopardy that the general audience does not always appreciate. The best sports analysts, especially the ones who came up through journalism and writing the way Kimes did, have the broadest and most rigorous research habits of anyone in public media. They have to know everything about their subject and be able to communicate it clearly under pressure in real time. That is exactly what Jeopardy is. Mina Kimes is dangerous. Full stop. Semifinal minimum. Legitimate finalist candidate, Andy Richter, Conan O'Brien's longtime sidekick and announcer. And here is what most people do not know about Andy Richter. He is a documented Jeopardy obsessive. He has talked about his love for the show publicly multiple times. He has been on Celebrity Jeopardy before, and he has a specific combination of skills that are perfectly suited to this format. He is quick, he is widely read, and he has spent 30 years working alongside one of the most intellectually rigorous comedians in television history. That osmosis is real. Andy Richter is my number 2 threat in the non-champion field. Now, the big names, Macaulay Culkin, Home Alone, pop culture icon, and genuinely underrated as a Jeopardy threat. Ken Jennings told Culkin at his previous appearance that he had been part of a Jeopardy clue 42 times over his career, and Culkin's response was, "And this is the energy. I would be so much less nervous if I was a clue tonight." That tells you something. He is self-aware. He has a sense of humor about the absurdity of his own fame. And people who are self-aware and funny tend to stay calm under pressure in ways that nervous, earnest contestants do not. I put Culkin in the quarterfinal to semifinal range with a genuine upset potential if he gets the right categories. Cynthia Nixon, Miranda Hobbs, Broadway legend, New York political candidate. And here's the thing about Cynthia Nixon that I think everyone is underrating. She ran for governor of New York in 2018. She gave interviews and speeches about policy positions for months. She had to know things, deeply, specifically, argumentatively, in a public context. Politicians and political candidates have to be broadly informed in a way that most celebrities never have to be. That research reflex does not go away when the campaign ends. Cynthia Nixon is a sleeper threat, and I think she makes the final. Ray Romano, everybody loves Raymond. And yes, I am putting Ray Romano in the upper tier, and I am prepared to be made fun of for it. Here is my reasoning. Ray Romano has been one of the most consistent Celebrity Jeopardy performers across the previous seasons. He has appeared multiple times. He knows the format. He is not intimidated by the buzzer. And he has that specific middle-aged dad energy of a man who has been watching Jeopardy after the evening news for 30 years and is ready. Ray Romano is a finals threat. I said it. It is in writing. We will see. The champions. The three people who skipped straight to the semifinals. Kamau Bell. The third season ended with stand-up comic and television host Kamau Bell taking home $1 million for the nonprofit organization Donors Choose. Bell is the reigning champion. He is the most recent winner, his game is freshest, his confidence is highest, and he won $1 million for teachers across America, which makes him the most likable defending champion in the history of this franchise. He is the favorite to repeat. I have him as the finals favorite, Lisa Ann Walter. Season 2 champion. Walter said about her trophy that she would be buried in it, and it is now in her will. That is the energy of a woman who does not take this lightly. Lisa Ann Walter came back for the Tournament of Champions. She is back again for All Stars. She has won this thing once, and she will not rest until the rest of the field understands what they are dealing with. Dark horse to win the whole tournament. Do not sleep on her. Ike Barinholtz, Season 1, champion. When asked about returning, Barinholtz said he feels like a guinea pig, but likes guinea pigs because they are adorable like him. That is a man who is nervous but charming about it, which is exactly the right energy for All Stars. He has been the longest without playing in competition conditions. That rust is real. But he is also a man who has prepared harder than almost anyone because he knows he has been sitting the longest. And hot takes. 3 of them? Fast. Hot take number 1. Patton Oswalt wins Celebrity Jeopardy All Stars. Not Kamau Bell. Not Mina Kimes. Patton Oswalt. He is the deepest trivia brain in the non-champion field. He knows things about things that nobody else in that studio knows. And he has the specific personality type, obsessive, slightly anxious, deeply competitive about niche knowledge that produces great Jeopardy players. He is my pick. Hot take number 2. The semifinal seeding advantage for the 3 champions is overrated. Yes, they skip the quarterfinals. Yes, they get to study. But they are also walking into a semifinal against a player who just won a quarterfinal in this specific field, in this specific tournament, under this specific pressure. That battle-tested advantage is real. And I think at least one champion, I suspect Ike Barinholtz, gets upset in the semifinals because of it. Hot take number 3, and this is the one the comments are going to debate. Macaulay Culkin is the most entertaining contestant in this entire field, and I will watch every second of every episode he is, regardless of how he performs on the board. He is 44 years old. He has been a cultural reference point since he was 8. He is fully aware of how strange his life has been, and watching him navigate trivia categories with that specific dry humor and self-awareness, that is television. Comment below, who is your winner pick for Celebrity Jeopardy All Stars? Do you trust the defending champions, or is this the year a new name takes the $1 million? Drop your full prediction in the comments, one name, and tell me why. Full quick rankings one more time. Fastest version. Championship tier, Kamau Bell, Patton Oswalt, Mina Kimes. Finalist tier, Lisa Ann Walter, Cynthia Nixon, Andy Richter, Ray Romano. Semifinal tier, Roy Wood Jr., Robin Thede, Mira Sorvino, Ike Barinholtz. Quarterfinal exit tier, Rachel Dratch, Mark Duplass, Sean Gunn, Macaulay Culkin, Mo Rocca, Katie Nolan, Margaret Cho, Steven Weber, Jackie Tohn, Tim Simons. Let's land this. 21 celebrities, 3 defending champions, $1 million for charity, and a tournament format that is going to produce upsets, surprises, and at least one moment where someone answers a final Jeopardy question that nobody expected them to get right. Celebrity Jeopardy All Stars premieres Friday, March 13th at 8 p.m. Eastern on ABC, next day streaming on Hulu. 10 episodes, 1 champion. I am covering every episode this season, the quarterfinal results, the semifinal matchups, and the finale reaction the moment it airs. Drop a like if this cast breakdown got you locked in for March 13th. Subscribe if you are new. Hit the bell.